Hello, this is Sam Sutton, and welcome to my running channel. Hey y'all, welcome back to my Sub-4 series. This is episode 5, and today I plan to take you through my entire peak week in my build toward the Deseret News Marathon in Salt Lake City, Utah on July 24th. Seeing as it was peak week, it was the highest mileage week that I will be hitting in this build. And so in this build, we gradually increased mileage week by week until peaking at 47.1 this past Sunday. And today I'm going to take you through the day by day that went into that training. On Monday, I kicked things off with an easy hour on the treadmill since it was raining outside. Honestly, treadmill runs are always super chill and easy for me, so it felt like a nice little easy run. On Tuesday, I took that same hour to the roads, and that was also smooth, no complaints. Wednesday, I lifted full upper body, and honestly, it felt good to build strength in a way that benefits my running without actually pounding the pavement. On Thursday, I was thinking of going to do a leg lift, but I decided not to keep my legs fresh for my 21-mile long run on the weekend. Thursday's run was a big one. It was a 10 by 800 meter repeat at a 7:23 per mile pace on the track that I did with a buddy of mine. No footage. We were all business. We didn't film anything, but here is a hilarious photo of how we looked and felt after that big workout. But honestly, that workout did feel incredible. Maybe because I wasn't alone. Maybe because I was with someone. It was early in the morning. The vibes were high. But afterwards, my coach did text me and let me know that that was one of the best signs that she's seen that I'm ready for this Sub-4 attempt. So that was pretty cool. Now, this peak week was scheduled for July 4th weekend. So at first, I was kind of concerned about how I was going to get my running in, my relaxing in, my recovering in, while also celebrating the 4th. But unfortunately, we didn't really have to worry about celebrating the 4th because of what happened here in the Texas Hill Country with all the flooding. Kerrville was pretty badly impacted, as well as Ingram, Hunt, and most of the rest of Central Texas. And it's really sad because these are some towns that I frequent pretty often. In fact, like last weekend, my wife and I were just at the Guadalupe River in Kerrville swimming, and it was a beautiful Saturday afternoon. It was fine. It was great. And we even recommended going to our friends. So, you know, it's pretty tough. A lot of these people are hurting, and this catastrophe, it's going to be a lot to recover from. So if you would like to help out and donate in any way, it'd be much appreciated. You can donate to the Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country, and you can find the link right there, also in my description down below. On Saturday, I had a scheduled 40-minute easy run with 5 by 20-second strides at the end. And this was great because I had a lot of just stress and anxiety going on in my mind after what happened. So this was a good way to kind of get out of the scroll of the news cycle and just kind of do something for myself for a little bit. And that felt nice. It just felt good to kind of just take my mind off of it, you know, not totally off of it, but it was just a good distraction. Then came Sunday, and that was the 21-mile long run that I was planning for. I was supposed to do a 10-mile warm-up and then 6 miles of pickups after that. And this was to gradually pick up from like an 8:55 pace all the way down to an 8:20 pace. Did pretty well at first, but by mile 14, I had sour stomach got me and nearly threw up and just couldn't really push through. So whether that was because of the anxiety I was feeling, the humidity, or the pizza with jalapenos that I ate the night before, you know, it was still pretty humbling. Days like that make you kind of feel like you're not ready for your goal, but, you know, try to not think too much about that and listen to my coach who keeps telling me that I am ready. Trust her and trust the process. So, one last thing that I'll leave you with, you know, running is tough and marathon training is tough. But it's not just about peak mileage. It's not about perfect workouts every single weekend or every speed workout. You know, it's about showing up every day. You know, confidence and greatness isn't built by 1,000 perfect workouts, from being not afraid to try. And That's what I want to leave you guys with, because, as you guys hit your peak weeks, as you guys hit your hardest workouts, it doesn't get easier. Fatigue builds, and it, yeah, it gets tough. It gets tiring. And so keep pushing, stay consistent. It's better to be consistently good than occasionally great. So, take that with you as you, go into your training. Thank you all for joining me on this video today and in my journey as I work towards Sub-4. I'm not going to be posting any long form videos in my taper, but I am going to be working on a pretty epic long form for race week. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, so with that, I'll see you guys after my race. Wish you luck.